welcome back to my channel. No, okay, let me be more specific, because saying welcome back to my channel means you have enough prestige that people are constantly visiting your channel. No, welcome to my friends that I asked to watch this video. So, hey guys, welcome. Hey, how are you? Mwah, mwah, mwah. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate you, just taking a couple minutes to support my channel, to watch these videos. I feel so appreciated and cared for, so thank you so much. Anyway, if you remember in the last video that is tied to this one, I had left out a fridge and I only recognized it as I was going through the build of the kitchen. So that is added. The kitchen has now a fridge. The entire property does have a way for you to clean your clothes. So there is a wash basin and a clothesline, and I think that was pretty much all it was missing. So those things have been added and uploaded to the gallery. So below I will have linked my origin ID, and I will have linked my Instagram if you wish to download the sim, if you wish to download the property and play with them or change anything and then add your own twist. I would love to see what details you've added or what changes you made or how you started developing your own storyline with these sims. I don't know, that's so interesting to me. So yeah, you can always leave a comment. You can always tag me in pictures on Instagram, and I would love that, and I greatly appreciate that. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into so sorry, I totally missed this. Reason why I'm making this sim and why I'm making this video in particular was because the video before this, I forgot to mention that every build that I make, I want to make a corresponding CAS. I want to make a CAS where I invent the people who I think would be living in that home. So right now I am building the person who I think would live in that house. So that home is not a permanent residence, but in The Sims, unfortunately, the way the gameplay is set up now, you don't get to own the second property. I think you got to own in The Sims 3. Did you get to own? I believe that was a thing. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe people got to own property in The Sims more than one. I believe that's the case. Yeah, I'm not sure, but the only thing we do have now is just the roommate system. That's the only thing that really came with university, and as happy as I am now, I think that is still kind of glitchy. So I would love the ability to be able to own a second property, where maybe grandparents live or cousins or distant relatives live, and then they get to visit you, but then they also go back to their property. That would be amazing. That would be awesome. Yeah, so the sim who I imagine living in that home, that previous beach house, is who you see before you now, and her name is Camille Batiste, but previously known as Camille Panera Bread, who me, being slap happy at 2 a.m, just left that name as a placeholder, but I didn't have any grand ideas for what her name should be, so I just pressed the randomize button 3 more times, and here we are with Camille Batiste. I imagine that Camille had lived in Sulani for, I think, either a good portion of her childhood or had grown up there. So she either visited there really often or she had grown up there. But then at some point she moves to San Myshuno, or to the city, wherever that city is for you. And she basically, in that time, becomes really disconnected with her friends, doesn't talk to her distant family members, loses her culture in some respects. She doesn't really speak the language anymore. So as she grows up and she's now living in the city, she finally gets a job and she earns enough money to build a summer home, and she's like, where do I build a summer house? So she goes back to Sulani and then she builds a beachfront property. So apparently she's also mega rich, because I can't imagine realistically being able to afford building another property beachfront, no less. So she makes bank. Anyway, so yeah, and then how great would that be? When you're playing, you can add a holiday in the calendar where specifically for Sulani, or this is just my vision, that the Sims get all together on the beach, that they get to have like some great big cookout, and that the kids are playing, making sandcastles, the adults are like making kava, roasting whatever food, and it's just like one big happy family. And then like every summer that they could do that. I don't know, that'd be so awesome, like on the hottest day, and then there's people like tanning, they're taking up I don't know, that'd just be so great. I think that might be like the next build that I do, is redecorating the beach. So yeah, right now I think we are on the party dress. So because most of her clothing is kind of like contemporary city clothes, I think, like that's the best way I can explain. She became citynized. Citynized is a real word that I just came up with right now, and I will never use it again because I hate the way it sounds. But basically, thinking about the fact that she's returning to Sulani, she gets to wear whatever clothes that are kind of more in line with that traditional clothing, so to speak. And it would be really awesome if she had like some sort of what's it called, festivity / holiday to wear this to. Yeah, so I decided to keep it minimal with the makeup because honestly, The Sims, even though I love that game and I have like so many hours logged in it, there's only so much that The Sims offers, and you kind of have to make it up with custom content. But that's where I decided to kind of hold off on adding any custom content, at least this early, or in this build or with this sim, is because if you guys wanted to download it and play with this sim or play with the home, it wouldn't be fair to you guys having to go look and try to download those links, or having to provide those links for you guys, only to possibly have a hard time and figuring out what to do with it. So yeah, look at these poor fashion choices that I'm making. That blouse with that skirt, no. Yeah, I just decided to stay with that floral motif. I don't know, we're calling it a basic Forever 21 idea. So yeah, this sim, I decided, looking at her storyline, to make her kind of a ambitious, since I think you kind of have to be ambitious to make enough money to build a second home. Like, come on, she's ambitious, she's creative, because there are some like artistic, like skill building items. There's definitely an easel looking out onto the water, and she is a child of the ocean. That's all tied in with her wanting to come back and live life peacefully on Sulani. And I think her lifetime goal is to return to Sulani, like it's like one of those like relocation ones. So yeah, this is Camille Batiste. If you like her, she's already up on the gallery. And if you stayed this long with me till the end of the video, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate you guys being here, listening to me talk for now pushing 10 minutes. And it's really been such a great experience having you here along for the ride with me. So thank you so much. My origin ID will be linked below. My Instagram will be linked below. And if you have any cool ideas about how I should play the sim or start a let's play, please write it down in the comments below. Leave a like, subscribe if you wish, and thank you so much for being with me. Bye!